It is February 16th, 2025, and we're at the Kennel. You want to introduce yourselves?
Sure. Are you good?
It's okay.
Anyways, hi, I'm Susie. I am the one who lives at the Kennel.
Cool.
I'm June. Yeah, I don't know. I make music and I help make shows happen here.
Nice.
I'm Ava, and I do both of those things as well.
Cool. So I guess how and when did you guys meet?
So
June and I met at a concert at Underground Arts, like three-ish. Yeah, remember at the Loath show?
we met then?
Yeah, that
Dude,
was when I met you in person.
That's crazy. You want to know who else I met that night?
Who?
Connie Scarbosa?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
She like walked right by us when we were. Just
Dude, yeah, because we were in the vibe room. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that.
She's here. Anyways, that's when June and I met. Then Ava and I met.
I think we just met at shows.
Yeah.
We met at Wormhole, definitely.
Yeah, it was definitely a show. We're in like 23 at Wormhole.
Probably
Like
23.
2 years now. Wow. Yippee.
We
Yeah.
met at a Civi show for like 2 seconds, remember?
Oh, well, that's
at Mom's house.
Well, that's deep lore.
Yeah.
That's like, okay,
That like kind of doesn't count though.
it doesn't. But yeah.
We met through Susie because, like technically, well not technically, but like really, because of Sukevan.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
That was how we like became friends.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that we don't feel the need to do that anymore just to hang out.
Yeah.
That was definitely what it was. I think it was just an opportunity for us to get closer and to like get to play shows together, so we knew how we all worked together in like a group setting. But now half the band is city, so
Yeah.
the other half wants to do other shit.
So what was the inspiration for starting a venue together?
Well,
We kind of like up until we like ultimately made the decision around the end of like 2023. For that most of that year, when we've been hanging around, we were just always talking about like, man, there's not enough venues here. Should really like find a space and just like start doing shows here. We were hanging here.
Yeah, well, we're very classic, like, scene divas where, like, we'll go to shows and then just, like, we'll bitch a lot about, like, the way that people run things. So
And
we
like sit outside.
Yeah, so we were like, well, we can just, like, try and, like, do our best to, like, run things better than, like, a lot of other shows that we go to.
For like Screamo specifically too.
Yeah, well,
And
there's not enough people booking Screamo.
There's like Wormhole, and that's like the only house venue.
Yeah.
And then, at that time, like the Kensington Palace didn't even exist.
Yeah, and like even that was kind of a band-aid on.
And then this was this would have been around the time that Breadbox was shutting down.
Yeah,
too.
this was after the Breadbox venue shut down.
I think that was probably a big part of the impetus was Breadbox shut down.
Well, because we met a lot of. Like, we made a lot of friends through Breadbox.
Yeah.
We met Jake through Breadbox. Our first, like, date, basically, was at Breadbox.
That's true.
Like, I mean, that's when that's when I reconnected with Will.
That's where I met Will. That's where I met B.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was, like it or not, that was kind of the hub for a lot of, like, like, social interaction in the scene, I guess, around that time. And, I don't know. I guess we saw a hole that needed to be filled a little bit.
And then I don't know what brought us down to my basement, but we ended up in my basement, and we were just like
we were bugging you about doing shows up here.
in the living room.
I remember.
Well, yeah, because we were like, we can do it like the Wormhole, where they just have it in the living room, and you were like, wait, there's literally a basement, and I was like, there's a what?
Yeah, we got down there. I think a couple of weeks later, June and I took an afternoon to just like, oh god, it had gotten so dusty.
It was
It's
still like
we had like a
it's
broom
still
and
not
like a
incredible,
snow shovel.
But it's so much
so
better.
much
It
better,
is-
yeah.
It looks like a bomb went off down there before.
There was just like sand on the ground.
Yeah, because Well, it's because all the
I'm pretty sure
fucking-
that was asbestos.
No.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
Asbestos was paler. That was like orange.
Don't publish that.
Well, so I was wearing a mask when we were cleaning up down there. You remember what?
dusty?
Yeah, I mean, either way, you don't want to breathe it in.
But you remember what that mask looked like when I took it off at
Oh
the
my
end of
god,
the day?
it was It looks like the
Shit
fucking
was gnarly.
Interstellar shit.
Sand, because this is a coastal house.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Definitely not toxins.
No.
Really, really bad topsoil. That's,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's what I saw that. That's what that was the decision to start the kennel. It was like November, December 23.
The
I
first
think.
thing we did was the New Year's, right?
Well, the first thing we did was our very very soft launch was hosting
The
that.
dilly dally
that like,
party.
that, like
Oh,
four
yeah,
people
yeah.
showed up to.
Where it was Sophie and
It was Sophie and Pearly wrote and Kelly.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
no, and Jerome.
dude, that was before I even knew Ashley.
Jerome Stoughton came.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
I
also
don't know what any of them look like. I just
they all
remember
sat on the
five.
couch.
Yeah, I remember five
We-
cis boys showed up, and I was like, cool.
and then also I think Will couldn't come, but Eli came. I think that was like it.
Yeah, that was our first thing, but like our actual soft launch was we just like threw a New Year's party here, so we could just like sort of gauge if there was any sort of interest for this space becoming.
There totally was.
There totally was.
It was a great night. I broke my thumb.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Was that New Year's?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
New Year's. New Year's 24th.
So
Well,
Really? No, because we went to the ocean the next day.
yeah, and I went with a broken thumb. You remember? Because I went to your house the next morning, and
Oh, and you were like,
and Lex wrapped up my thumb.
I do
in
remember
like
that,
yeah,
yeah.
you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I DJ'd the New Year's party that we had here. It was like the first like real thing.
our first like official show wasn't until March of 24. We had one set up
Yeah.
in February, but it kind of felt
Every band.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how it goes. But
then-
yeah, I was like, so Claire,
Yeah.
I was like bumping some Attack downstairs to like sound check, make sure the PA was working and stuff, and because I'm an idiot, I was like jumping around and windmilling and stuff, and of course the low hanging thing down in the basement wasn't bonk proofed at the time, so I
It is
swung.
bomb-proof now.
Yeah, well, you know, you live and you learn. I swung my hand up into it and broke my thumb, and I just kind of looked at it, because this was before anybody even showed up, and I was just kind of like, well, the show must go on. So I downed some vodka and some mushrooms and just went for it. So it was a good night. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. And then our first actual show was March of the following year. It was, if I can remember, it was Pyre, Paramount of Supreme.
Middling and pickpocket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That was a good show. It
That was a really good first show. That
Yeah.
was like I don't think we could have asked for a better like thing to start.
yeah, it was a great vibe. It was a great turnout.
It went smoothly.
Yeah,
Mhm.
touring bands were super nice. Also, like, it was great. It was just great seeing the Ape House homies again. Because, like, I was internet friends with them for a minute before I, like, ever started going to shows, like, in Philly and, like, you know, further south more often. And, like, yeah, no, it was good catching up with them.
Cool.
How did you guys come up with the name The Kennel?
It was kind of your
I think
idea.
it was all you, yeah.
Then it was just because it probably sounded good. I don't know.
Don't.
I think there's an implication of a puppy girl sentence.
Is there?
There just might be.
It literally is. Okay.
Okay.
What?
That's not the intent.
Is that not the intent?
What do you
No,
mean?
That was always what I thought the intent
Yeah.
was.
It was just the kennel.
It had nothing to do with puppy
Don't
girls.
bullshit me right now, Susie. We're all trans. It's a puppy girl joke. Not sure what else to say about that one.
We're not puppy girls.
We are
but
not puppy girls now.
Perhaps
But-
the impetus was.
but you
but
you
they're
but you know
free to
they're-
come here.
yeah, you know they're gonna be pulling up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
We're allies.
Yeah.
So I clearly you guys are screamo focused. what sort of other genres do you typically host? What kind of stuff do you host? Are there bands that you host frequently?
We do all like screamo a lot, but we've kind of been all over the place.
There's plenty of emo.
Yeah.
We've done last summer. We did like basically just like a basement rave.
Yeah, I had some DJ friend of mine from New York, Ben. He does stuff under Nabita, and then Kitty Litter and Alaska Jules from Chicago.
We have like a hardcore band coming through.
Yeah, that's our next show coming up. We have some like folks from Minneapolis coming through.
Yeah.
They're from Minneapolis?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
Get
just
the
played a
deal
show
already.
with They just played a show with Hawkram and
Huh.
Needy.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us like love heavy music, but we all have like divergence points for. So like I don't know, because like I'm really into dance music. Like I'm a DJ and stuff. Like I love dance music so much. And like hip hop. Ava really loves emo.
And screamo.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's
And
just
I'm
kind of.
a fan of like experimental and also screamo, but like it leads us to have like we definitely all love a really solid screamo bill, but it
That's
also
what,
like
made us friends.
yeah,
It's like
exactly.
the bread and butter.
Yeah, but then we also like to throw a little bit of like chili flakes in there, and we'd like to do we like to have
There's plans for a Vocaloid.
we got like a Vocoprod coming through. We have like a dark ambient artist on that hardcore bill coming up, and it's like it is our friends that we reach out to, but it's also like we want to just like showcase a bunch of different like local music
Mixed
that we think
bills
is cool.
for
Yeah,
the win,
exactly.
baby.
Like in November, I think we had some like dream goth band, and then a power electronic set, and then what's her face, Evelyn Gray from Portland.
Oh yeah,
came
which is
through.
like super.
And she was like
yeah.
like a Flenser band basically.
Well, even in September, it was like because like Ishtar did like a rap set,
Mm-hmm.
and then there were two bands.
Black Gardens are beloved.
Yeah, Black Gardens, and then Echo Beauty Terror.
Yeah,
which
from
is
Miami.
which is like
Some
which is like
digital hardcore shit.
yeah, it's like Casio keyboard grindcore
I forgot about
music.
that
Like
one.
it's
words escape it.
it's
Oh, yeah,
it's they handed out like
It's kind of like dance noise punk, like synth dance noise punk.
they handed out like
Throw art in
fruit shaped
there, too.
like handshakers to everybody in the crowd
Yeah.
so they could like play along. It was really bizarre, and like they crashed at our place or they
Yeah.
crashed at my place that night, and we woke up the next morning and talked for like hours.
They're the sweetest people.
Yeah, they were super cool.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Cool. So then, are your shows on any type of a schedule, or just kind of whenever you guys want?
Not particularly.
Not necessarily a schedule, more so like a slight caveat that we try to limit the shows to one a month, because like we all are different people, and I'm really the only one who's here, living here, and like has their life sort of centered around the space.
Yeah, we
So-
got like day jobs and like
Yeah.
our own music.
It
So-
kinda
we
sucks
don't
when
try
you're
it,
throwing
like-
shows like every week too.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like back when Mabel's house was still around, like she would be having like 2 shows a weekend.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was
And-
doing that in Salisbury.
We just
Yeah.
don't want to get burnt out. And
Well,
we
I
don't
had-
wanna, like run it. We don't want to run into any complaints. We don't want to like run ourselves dry. It's just-
Yeah,
we want to keep up we want consistency more than anything with our programming.
We try to end stuff by like 10, generally speaking.
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
'cause it's, like,
Yeah.
it's a town home.
I think we got
Yeah.
like one noise complaint, and after that we were like, okay, so let's start shows an hour earlier. And
Yeah.
we've had no problem since then.
Yeah. Cool. So for booking, how do you guys book acts?
people hit us up on
Yeah.
Instagram.
It's mostly like friends from other bands that we know
Yeah.
and stuff
Mhm.
like that too, or like we'll find bands that we think are cool. Like when Black Gardens popped up, I think you threw it into our group chat,
Mhm.
and we were all like, "We're figuring out who this is, and we're inviting them to play a show."
Yeah, and
Um,
now they're officially half of that
Yeah,
band
yeah,
is,
part of the crew.
is part of our crew. Maya, she's real close. Does Black Garden. She plays bass in another Philly screamo band. Keondae made a shout out to her.
I've got homies who like hit me up like through my band to try and book Philly stuff, and it's just like, well, we have this DIY, so
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool to be able to like, cause like I don't know, cause like, you know, like we've both been playing shows for a minute, so it's like it's cool when like friends from out of town bands hit you up and are like, hey, do you know a good spot to like have this show? And you can just be like, yeah, our spot.
Yeah.
it's kind of funny too, because like I feel like we get so many people that we know from out of town hitting us up trying to like find shows in Philly that it's like we can hardly ever just like book a local show.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah, most of our shows have definitely been for touring artists.
There's
but,
almost
like,
always a touring band.
Well, that's the thing.
I don't know if we've ever had just a local indie show.
I'm trying to think. Do we? Yeah, Black Gardens we consider local. No, because we've always just been given the money to touring bands. Yeah,
Cool.
Cool.
So as far as like running the show's sound and stuff like that, who's mostly responsible for the setup and managing and everything?
It's kind of haphazard. Yeah, it's like, cause like we'll all show up, and you know we'll all be at different energy levels. Cause like I don't know, I often like have to get off work and then come right here. So like I don't like sometimes I'll do sound, but sometimes you'll do sound. Yeah.
I feel like generally you do it the most.
Yeah.
We
I'm trying
also
to teach Cassie how to do it too.
Yeah.
we also haven't had a like our own stable like sound system since we've been operating. The one we
Yeah.
have now is like gonna stay with us for a minute.
Well, that's Maya's.
Yeah, so it'll stay with us for a minute. If she ever needs it, she'll need it. But like,
We were like borrowing PAs before.
yeah, and so it's always so when
We
it
had,
came time for a show, we were either getting a PA day of or scrambling to figure it out and just playing it by ear.
We had the old Vivi PA down there.
Yeah.
We used to
That
have
dude, that
and a
mixer was
24
crazy.
input
24
mixer
channel,
and
yeah.
like two 215s. That shit was crazy.
It was unnecessary.
Yeah, our first show sounded impeccable.
My old roommate got those like for free just from somebody's barn back in Salisbury.
Yeah, we were covered if we ever had a DIY orchestra.
Yeah.
If you ever needed to record a session,
Ska band, dude.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
one thing. Okay. Anybody listening to this, if you're in a ska band, hit us up.
Oh please!
I want to have a ska band
That would be
so
the
badly.
greatest show, honestly.
We need to. Well, I forget who I was talking about this with, but we just need to like. Oh, I was talking about it with Jack the other day, but like, we need to just like stop being afraid of brass instruments as punk musicians in general.
Ska is really good. No, well, Jack was listening to Streetlight Manifesto the other day when I was like, in your room, and I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know that he liked music like that.
You should talk to Jack more. He put me on to.
I should have just started
He put me
skating.
on to this band he's going to see in New York on Wednesday called Playboy Man Baby.
Hard man.
They're like a garage rock band, but they play like 170 BPM like type music, and it's like there's a saxophone player.
Oh my god.
And
Well, it's
yeah.
like Daddy's Hands has a saxophone.
Yeah. No, Jack likes like weird, cool bands.
Black
like,
Gardens is a ska band of sorts. There was a couple brass instruments in there one time.
that doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
That
Cassie
counts.
brought it.
That counts.
Anyway.
I think it counts. We'll say it counts.
Yeah.
Are there other people involved in helping with the venue that should be shouted out who help, run sound or run doors? Or
Yeah,
just
shout
book
out.
anything?
I shouted out Maya, but the other member of our little our little cater, Kaylee, who's in Pyre currently in Civi with Ava. She rounds out our little troupe. Yeah, that's about it for immediate Kennel personnel.
The standing committee. The
Yeah,
central committee.
I mean, Robin helped out with doors last
Yeah,
time.
that's
but-
right. Oh my god, how could I forget Robin? Shout out,
Yeah.
shout out Robin.
Listen to the new Mystery Dungeons album when that shit comes out.
And then come to the Kennel April 19th
Yeah.
for the release show. It's
Yeah,
gonna be really,
Robin and I
tight.
are DJing at FDR Park the weekend before that as a pregame. If you
that's
if you
alright.
need even more stuff to do.
ringing 420 at the Kennel.
Nice. So do each of you have a favorite feature of the venue?
feature.
Yeah.
Favorite thing about the venue?
Everything
I
about
like that there's a drum kit and there's 2 amps and there's a PA system.
I like that for house venues. It is we have a pretty well rounded out backline. I think we've only had one backline issue, and it was because we forgot to mention that we didn't have cymbal stands.
No, well, the funniest thing is we have like a couple mics, but we only have one mic stand. And every time, like, we put it in there, we only have one mic stand. No, nobody ever brings a mic stand, and they need 2 vocals, and it's like, okay, we're gonna hang the second mic from the ceiling. Like,
Well, the other shirt came with another holster, so we just need another stand. Yeah.
I think hanging the mic from the ceiling is kind of funny anyway, though.
It is kind of funny, but I worry that might be a load bearing pipe.
It was a microphone. It's like it weighs like 2 pounds.
I don't know.
We're trying to have a New Brunswick situation where we release sewage into the
Yeah, dude, totally.
into the basement.
I think my favorite feature about the venue is just honestly the people it attracts. I think.
Yeah.
Aww.
Shut up. I think the best genuinely the best aspect of every show is getting to see other people turn out and have a nice turn up and have a nice time.
Maybe the best feature of the venue was the friends along the way.
I'm gonna kill you both, and that is going against me in a court of law.
No, for real. Like the community is just
Yeah.
the best part.
That's why
We've made a lot of friends.
Yeah,
through this.
It's
we've
kind
made
of
so many
overwhelming.
friends.
I haven't been reaching out to people the past few months because I'm kind of just overwhelmed.
I think the big thing for me, I've been living in Philly for this summer it'll be 4 years, and a big thing for me when I first moved up here was I really just wanted to dig my roots in and have just a Rolodex of folks that I can see throughout my day to day and interact with on the daily, and just know that we're existing together and we're sharing so many cool ideas and experiences and memories together.
It feels like a
And
friend group.
it really
opposed to
does.
just
Yeah.
cool friends.
And it's and I feel like there's a lot of ways this can be taken, but we do really try to make every show feel just like a really chill party, not like any crazy college party or anything.
Well, because that's
New
the
Year's
thing.
is different because that's more of a celebratory, but we just want folks come here, they chill, they listen to great music, they come here with friends, they make new friends.
It's a place to socialize.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, that's
And
the
just be like a human.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Or
the
a
thing
puppy
is
girl.
there's plenty of shows around at houses where it'll be like a frat party or people just show up to hit each other.
Or show
And-
up in photos or something.
Yeah, and
Or get crazy drunk.
yeah, and I don't know. I just like music and hanging out with people, and I feel like that's kind of what the scene is supposed to be about. So I don't know.
It's like connecting with
Yeah.
each other through the music.
I'm glad we can prioritize what we feel is the most
Something
important.
creating situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So then I guess for each of you outside of the venue, you have hobbies, work, interests, like bands you play in, any fun facts or whatever you'd want included.
Well, yeah, we've mentioned before, Ava's in Civil War in France.
I'm in the Civil War in France.
Yeah,
I play in Plague Skater 2 and Postcard Nowhere, and a smattering of other bands that should be starting soon.
We were all together in Sukeban, which unfortunately we just hung up on the shelf, but that was
we can take it back.
we
down
can
if we want.
we haven't thrown it away, but we just put it in the closet for a little bit. I am working on a solo project as of yet unnamed and as of yet TBD, but work is work. Otherwise, I am a real geek for video games and retro anime. Anything made before 2006 is my favorite thing regarding anime. That's one really cool thing that autism has gifted me is a near encyclopedic knowledge of all of these 30 somethings who made cartoons for a living.
Excuse me, they're not cartoons.
I'm gonna take you out back.
They're
dude.
very emotional stories.
I'm primarily a DJ and an Ableton producer. I've been doing that since I was 15, under a zillion different names. Yeah, I just love dance music and like hip hop, but I also love screaming. So, you know, do I do anything else?
You got any projects coming up?
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on an EP that'll hopefully be out like in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple songs done for that. Well, other than like vocals, but yeah. So that'll be cool. Doing more shows because my roommate Fox works with the Parks and Rec department, and so we've been like figuring out how to do more like outdoor stuff. Because I think like the block party as like a social keystone or whatever is like important, and I also think that it's dying. And so I kind of want to like cut that off at the pass and like, you know, do just grill in the park and DJ. Like, I don't know, I kind of want to do more of that this year.
Kaylee plays in Pyre too, and
Mhm.
also in City with me, and then and again a smattering of other bands, and then Maya is in Black Gardens, and also a smattering of other bands with me and Kaylee.
It's a beautiful thing about a DIY circles that we're all in each other's bands.
Yeah, well, like me, like
becomes a good web.
yeah,
me,
like
Kay, and Maya have like been talking about making like 50 different bands.
yeah. I mean, well, that's what like me and Robin like DJ together, but we also like make beats together. But like we're also like starting like a noise rock band or something now. So
What?
it's like
Get me in on that.
yeah.
I didn't know about this.
Well, you're thinking of like you're probably thinking of like Boris, and what I mean is like it's like dancey. I'm talking like Death from Above
Still.
type. Okay,
I'm
we're
for
yeah,
that,
yeah
yeah.
hell yeah.
Knowing Robin, I would think Number Girl.
Get a bass in my hands.
It's like Block Party Death from Above type, where it's
Mhm.
like 150-ish BPM, and we're like it's real groovy, you know. Like I don't know.
What about y'all? Do y'all have any projects or do anything scene related or not?
We're in a
Startup band.
this very new band, and we play every so often at our house. Just
We're not like playing around yet.
not playing
'cause
around
we're
yet.
really bad. but-
Eventually, stay tuned.
Well,
Yeah.
every band
You
is bad.
have to be
an
bad to get
extent.
good.
Yeah.
My first band
the
was
idea.
so bad.
Yeah, so yeah, we're it's good.
Okay, we're good. I don't know whose this is. They left it at New Year's. It's been here for 2 months.
Cheers now.
You gonna empty it or?
Probably. Yeah, I mean, I've been needing a new water bottle. I just waited for someone to claim it. Yeah.
Do you guys have any like memorably really good, really bad, funny stories from hosting shows?
That's a good thing.
Oh.
Sam wearing the dead mouse hat at the last show was
Oh.
really funny. That was really, really
Sam in
funny.
general, I didn't realize like I was like
He's the
6'7".
funniest guy in the world. Yeah, oh my god. Strike that from the record.
I broke my thumb that one time. I guess I already.
That was memorable.
Yeah, I already brought that up though.
I already did the sappy thing, so now I have to think of something
The
specific.
City release show was a really good one for me.
Dude, your
Yeah.
birthday show was that was like the first full Sukkot set.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Well, that was just cool for a number of reasons.
We like grilled before that.
Oh,
I was on the grill. Me and
Yeah.
Coda.
Yeah,
It was a good time.
Yeah.
the lineup would be much different if we did that today. But
Oh,
it was
oh my god!
Yeah, it
I
was.
forgot who was on.
Both
It was a
New
good time.
Year's things too.
Oh yeah. New Year's is just like kind of our victory lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, anytime we do something where it's like, cause like we'll have like touring bands through, right? And like just, you know, whoever else like locally on top of that. But like whenever we do a thing where it's like, you know, you guys put the album out, and did the release show, or like, me and Robin, my birthday is June 8th. Her birthday is June 9th. We're very like Gemini twin energy, like we're very locked into each other in that sort of way. So we had like a joint birthday show last year.
Nice.
And that was really fun. And then also like the New Year's Eve parties, like anytime where it's a thing where it's like focusing on just like our friends specifically and something cool they did, or like just like celebrating us being friends with each other, that's like the extra special stuff.
The past couple of times we've had Black Gardens play here, they've done a section of their set where they encourage people to like, well, beforehand to bring instruments to the show, but they encourage them to like play along, whether you're playing along to the very loose progression Maya gives you, or you're just creating noise. It really lends to like this really cool improvisational sort of like cacophony. Really, it was really cool.
There's
Mm,
funny
I
things
like
going
it.
on in Discord all the time too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our Discord server, that's pretty funny and memorable.
The Discord server is so active that like I barely even use it now. Like
I use it occasionally.
yeah. I mean I pop in there in like the listen channel because I'm always putting a record on.
Mhm. Girl, put your records on.
Girl, put your records on.
Yeah.
Cool. Is there anything else we should be asking you about? Anything we missed? Anything you definitely want included?
Is there anything y'all definitely want to include?
Play Toho 7. Perfect Cherry Blossom.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So then I guess just any upcoming shows you know of?
I would hope you know of them.
Here or in general?
Like here, just like
Yeah.
for people
Yeah,
to know.
March
As far as you're
9th, yeah,
playing,
our next show, March 19th, we have from Minneapolis, we have the band Slog and Slut Intent coming through. And then for local support, we have Boob, which is also a hardcore punk band with, funny enough, an acquaintance from my Florida days, Rosie.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, we knew each other through,
In Boo?
yeah,
Oh,
and we only knew each other until like a couple of years ago, but like she was in Nightwish and they were local
That's
to
fun.
Tallahassee.
Who else is playing that?
Gage.
Gage.
Oh,
Yeah, and our friend Gage is
Gloss ceramic.
yeah, Glow Ceramic, Dark
April
Ambient.
is
April
Mystery
19th
Dungeons
is
It's
release.
a Mystery Dungeons. That's a homie fest.
That is a
Because
homie
that's-
fest.
Because
It's gonna be with Civi, and I think I'm gonna hit up that
The vocal
Vocaloid
prod.
producer,
yeah.
see if they want to play it.
And then I'm on
What's
that.
this? Yeah. Are you playing that? You
Yeah.
wanna- Okay.
I'm down.
And then we have there's tentative stuff
Mhm.
later in the month
We have
or later in
yeah.
the year.
We have something we're trying to line up for August. A really, really, really cool show.
Lobster Fight's supposed to be coming in August. And then potentially in July, I think there's something. Right? Is that July?
I don't know.
Speaking of,
Mhm.
do you know the YouTube channel Shitty Kickflips?
No.
No. Well, you should check it out. She's really cool. But I hit her up the other day because she makes music too.
Okay.
And well, she was talking about anime influenced screamo and chiptune, and I was like, look. But I was like, I told her like, oh, I'm in Civi, and it'd be cool to play a show at the Kennel together. And she was like, oh my god, yeah. But she's really cool, and so if,
Totally,
whenever
yeah.
she's touring,
Yeah.
we'll have her anyway.
Yeah, that's what we have on our radar for the moment this year.
Cool.
Cool.
Come to our shows and listen to our music and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
And,
And have fun.
one final thing that I did want just anyone listening to this and for your record to put out is that if you go to a show and you ever have like that sort of ember in your heart that's like, oh man, I really want to do this, or like I want to start a band, but like, oh, I don't know anyone, or like I don't know how to play instruments, who the heck cares? Just do it, because if you have that drive into your heart and you're in a place with any sort of local music community, then there's other people who share that drive, and you just that's ultimately what I want people to take away from the Kennel. It's like,
You are the scene. Create it in your own freaking image.
yeah. That's what I just wanted to say.
Nice.
Yeah, so then I guess just your Instagram for the record so people can find you.
Yeah, the Kennel Instagram is Kennel Philly. Super easy to remember. And if either of you want to, I don't think you have Instagram.
I deleted Instagram.
Yay!
I'm free of Instagram.
Yeah, just follow the Kennel Philly. That's
Cool.
all you need to know.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for talking with us.
Oh yeah.